at me? Not believe. And you know it's serious when you clap to every syllable. I have not filmed a video in weeks. I think it's been 3 weeks since I've actually sat down and filmed a video, which is basically a record. The last couple videos that you saw were pre-recorded before I left to LA and got my lips done. I have talked a lot about lip filler on my Snapchats. If you don't follow me there, I did get them done. I don't know how I feel about it. Right now they're a little crooked, like this side comes down a little bit more than this side. I don't know, there's like bumps in them, but they're temporary. They say that my lips will be back to completely normal within about 2 months from now, so I don't know how I feel about them, honestly. I wanted them done forever, so I was super duper excited, and it's not exactly what I wanted. Like, I just wanted like a little bit of plump, like boop, boop, like right in the center. I don't know. Can we just talk about these sunglasses for one quick second? These are the sunglasses that Desi Perkins teamed up with Key to create.
Yes, bitch!
These are like my new obsession. Do you see my mess? Let me look around so you can see my mess. Look at my mess. Hold on. Oh, yep. Look at all that. Look at that. I know, and that's actually clean too. That's the sad part. These sunglasses have been going everywhere with me. I like these more than any designer sunglasses that I have at the moment. These are like my current favorite go-to sunglasses. I love the color. I just think they're like the dopest sunglasses right now. Congratulations to Desi. These are badass. So if I haven't mentioned so already, today's video is going to be my kind of like go-to look that I've been wearing recently. Very bronzy, like minimal makeup, perfect for the summer. It's all about the skin and the lashes. We're gonna let the skin breathe today. We're gonna let it peek through. I think there's nothing prettier in the summertime when you like go to the beach or the pool and you get like that little bit of sun-kissed glow and you just have on some lashes and like clear gloss, just like glossy lips and fresh skin and lashes. I just think it's so pretty. It's so feminine. So I'm gonna start off with the Naked Skin Weightless Concealer by Urban Decay, one of my absolute favorites. I just got some new concealers sent in the mail that I'm super excited to try, but I'm gonna do a first impressions video later. So I'm holding off to try those. This is in the shade Medium Light Neutral. I do not wanna do a shade that's much lighter than my skin. I don't want like a really highlighted under eye because I want the skin to look much more natural today. And something else that I'm gonna do different is I'm not going to conceal my upper lid. I'm only gonna conceal the under eye. I wanna leave my lid completely blank. And the reason why is because it'll look more natural. It'll look like you're not wearing makeup as much. I'm just blending this out with a damp beauty sponge. I love using a beauty blender or any sort of damp sponge for this because I just think that it makes concealer look so natural. Okay, I'm gonna take a lighter concealer now, and this is just the shade Light Warm. So it's a warmer shade in a lighter tone. I'm gonna put a stripe here, and right down my nose. I'm gonna put one there, and then I'm going to go back to the original color, which is Medium Light Neutral, and I'm going to just put it there, there, there. And I always like to conceal my top lip, because I feel like I have discoloration there. Sometimes I feel like it can look a little bit like I have a mustache, even though it's not hair, it's just like discoloration in my skin, which is a really common thing. So if you feel like you have a mustache from discoloration, don't feel like you're a freak. It happens to a lot of us. And as you see, I am pouncing up and down with my beauty blender. You really don't, of course you can do whatever you want. It's makeup. If someone tries to tell you that there's rules, don't listen to them. Do what you want. But why is that creasing there? No bitch. I would suggest not to wipe when you're using like a damp sponge or beauty blender. Pouncing up and down will press it into the skin, make it look much more natural. You won't get streak marks, and if you wipe, it can kind of steal the product off your face. So pouncing up and down will help everything look more natural. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in with a product that is my absolute summer can't live without staple. You guys know that I've been using this for 3 summers straight. Like, I absolutely love it. And it is the Soleil Tan de Chanel. Yes, it is expensive. It is by Shanae, but you guys, seriously, it is like one of the prettiest cream bronzers that I've ever used. Just so blendable. I love the color. All right, so I'm just gonna grab any synthetic brush, whatever you're comfortable with. It doesn't matter. Sometimes I use this one. This is technically like the foundation brush that I use by Morphe. This is the M439. This one right here is the Morphe E44. Anything, you can use an angled one. There used to be one by Sigma that I loved. I feel like it was called like the E36. Listen, no, F36. F60? F63? Oh my God. Any synthetic brush will do. I just do not recommend using a natural hair bristle. You're gonna wanna use something synthetic and something kind of pouncy and puffy so that you can apply the cream bronzer evenly and make it look kind of natural, I'm gonna take the M439 and I'm going to just swirl it around in my bronzer like this, and then I'm just gonna start blending it onto my face. Why do I have like a line of suntanner? I'm just gonna start blending it right here on the cheekbone area, and I'm gonna bring this in more so than I would with a normal bronzer when I'm doing like a typical makeup look. I wouldn't want to bronze like this area really, but today I'm gonna kind of bronze the entire cheek area. So it kind of looks like a sun-kissed glow as opposed to like a contour. I'm gonna start right here. And whenever I apply cream bronzers, I like to work in circular motions at first, but then I do kind of like to do this motion that you see me doing right now, where it's like I'm kind of patting and dragging at the same time. Because if you keep doing circular motions, I feel like you never actually get the product to sit where you want it to sit. But I actually like doing this motion when I apply it, because it actually puts it where I want it to be. We're gonna go up on the hairline right in here. A lot of people are always asking me about my baby hairs. Yes, honey, mama chopped them off one night when she had a half a bottle of wine. I don't know what I was thinking, but I thought it was such a good idea. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna shave my baby hairs. Like, why haven't I ever done this before? And I woke up the next morning and I was like, let's move past that. I'm just gonna put this all around the entire hairline by the temples. I'm gonna connect it down here. I typically would not bronze this entire area, but for today's look, again, we wanna have an all over sun-kissed look. God, I love the feeling of putting on cream bronzer. I don't know why, it's like so satisfying. Just to watch your skin get like dewy and bronzy at the same time, like yes, God. I'm now gonna move on to my brows, and I want my brows to look on more of the natural side today to complement the overall makeup look. I don't want when you look at me to be like, oh my God, brows. I don't want them to look too masculine or too bold. So I'm gonna be filling them in with the Anastasia Brow Definer. And what I do is I comb them upward, and I start just from the center of my brow. I do not touch the inner part of my brow because then it can get a little too harsh. So using very small flicking motions, almost mimicking hair. Then at the top, I'm gonna brush the hairs downward. I'm gonna fill this area in so that we can get a defined arch. Come out here on the tail. I don't wanna make the tail too sharp, otherwise it'll look too fake. And then with the spoolie, I'm just gonna go over all of it so that nothing is harsh. Okay, brows done. All right, so now we get to move on to the fun parts. I talked about these on Snapchat the other day, and so many people were tweeting me about them because, oh, you guys, I've never seen anything like these before in my life. They're so freaking cool. And these are the new Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops, aka the most beaming metallized highlights you've ever seen in your life. This is the shade Celestial, and then this is the shade Sunlight. So Celestial is like literally like liquid. Let me show you this. Liquid metal. Look at that. Just one swipe. You kidding me? And then Sunlight is exactly how it sounds. It's such like a pretty, it's like a champagne bronzed gold. I really want to mix them in with my foundation and see how they look. I'm sure I'll look like straight up Tin Man, and I will be completely fine with that. But for today, we are going to put them on our cheekbone. So I'm going to mix equal parts of both of them. Now that I have that right there on the back of my hand, like a little liquid metallized cocktail, if you will, I'm going to go ahead and grab a damp sponge and apply this to my cheekbones. You can use whatever you want. You can use a synthetic brush, like a small brush, and do it with that, but I'm just comfortable with a damp sponge when applying liquid highlights. I just think that it looks really pretty. So I'm gonna start off with a little bit because you can always build. You don't wanna go in with too much right away. I'm gonna just start on the top of my cheekbone. And make sure that you do this before you put any powder on your face. So if you wanted to set your bronzer or set your under eye, you're gonna wanna do this step first before you go in with any sort of powder. Oh bitch, look at that. Yes, honey, yes. I'm kind of like going not all the way under the eye, but I'm kind of going under the eye because I want this to be like an all over kind of like beachy, summery, dewy highlight, if you know what I mean. So I'm not targeting it just the top of the cheekbone. It's okay if it kind of goes in this area. I'm also gonna take a little bit of that and put it on my chin. If you're oily, you probably wouldn't wanna do this if you get an oily chin, but since I'm dry and my chin never produces oil, I'm gonna put some there because I want an overall glow to my entire face. Okay, so now I'm gonna set my under eye area where we put concealer. The reason why I do this is because I personally think that it helps my concealer look better and more airbrushed underneath the eye area. I also think that it helps my pores look smaller when I set my under eye area, and it also prevents it from creasing throughout the day, especially on like a really hot summer day, which is what I've been wearing this look for, our hot summer days. So my favorite thing to use is the RCMA No Color Translucent Powder. Any translucent powder that you have will totally work for this method that I'm about to do. Okay, so I'm just gonna take the tip of my damp beauty sponge. Yes, you want it to still be damp because this method just makes the under eyes look so pretty, I think, in my opinion. I'm just gonna take that and directly start pressing it in to the under eye area. Make sure that you only do this when you are completely done with all of your liquid products. If you want to apply any more liquid products to the skin, then you would want to hold off on this. This needs to be your last step. I apply it down the side of my nose and kind of like right here in the center because this is where like my largest pores are. This is where most people's largest pores are, right there. So I'm going to just kind of apply it right there towards the center of the cheek. And then I'm going to put it on the under eye area and just tappy, tappy, tappy. So now I'm going to grab a little bit of Prosecco Pop from my face palette right here, just because I think that this look looks really, really pretty with a little bit of golden highlight on top. You can totally leave it like this and walk away and you're good to go. But if you put a highlight over top of these enhancer drops, you are gonna glow. This is the Morphe M310. Gosh, I've been using a lot of Morphe brushes recently. And then I'm just going to begin to dust this right over top of that highlight, just a little bit. I'm not gonna put a ton on. I just wanna bring a little bit of that golden glow. Not to mention, anytime that you set a cream with a powder, it's gonna make it last longer. So by setting a liquid highlight or a cream highlight with a powder highlight, not only is it gonna give you more of an intense glow, but it's also gonna make it last and stay beaming throughout the day. Okay, so now we are going to move on, trying to readjust myself, to lashes. You do not have to wear lashes. You can go just like this and it's gonna look really summery and glowy, but I wanna put on lashes just because this is the way that I've been wearing it recently. And these are my go-to like favorite lashes when it comes to like something that I want to stand out, but at the same time still look wispy and flirty and fluffy. And these are the Velour lashes in the style, what is this? Fluff and Edgy. These are sold at Sephora. These are a part of their silk line. They're 100% real silk and they are just so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna use the House of Lashes Original Lash Glue. This is the clear one. This is my favorite lash glue ever. It is like Gorilla Glue for your lashes. I'm just gonna put a little strip right on the lash band. You do not have to use a lot. A little bit will do the job. It does not need to be clumpy or anything. I'm going to put on some mascara, just a thin coat of mascara on my lashes. All right, so now for lashes, I applied one of them, obviously, but I'm gonna walk you through how I do this eye. And the first thing that I always do is I look down into my mirror. That's like the most important thing that I can tell you, is don't have your mirror at eye level, but have it below you and angled upwards. We're gonna come down from the top using our fingers, and I always focus on the outer edge. I don't really care if the inner corner or the middle of the lashes get contact with the skin. All I worry about is right there on the outer edge. See how that has contact? Right here, I press that up against the lashes, and now I'm gonna grab tweezers. Do not grab tweezers. Use a lash tool or use your fingers. I only use tweezers because with these stupid nails, I can't really get in there and do it. But for the first several years that I was applying lashes, I was only using my fingertips. But now I'm comfortable enough that I have this, and if I damage my eye, that's on me because I'm a stupid ass. But use a lash applicator or use your fingers, okay? Don't use tweezers. So I'm gonna just go ahead and get this really close to the lash line right there. Okay, I'm still looking down at myself in the mirror, and now I'm going to get the middle and the very front of the lash and get that nice and tight on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and coat my bottom lashes with mascara. You do not have to, you can totally just do top lashes. I think it looks very fresh and feminine, but I'm gonna do bottom lashes because it just really opens up my eyes. And I have long bottom lashes and I feel like they look kind of weird sometimes when I don't put mascara on them. I'm using the MAC Extended Play Mascara. It's one of my favorites for the lower lashes, along with the Kevyn Aucoin mascara, just because the wands are so tiny. I feel like I can get every single eyelash and I can really get them to cooperate with me the way I want them to. So now for lips, I want to just do like a normal nude lip. I'll be honest though, I think that nude lips look very, very, very weird now that I have lip filler. I just feel like it makes them look really bumpy and just strange, but I'll do it anyway so you guys can see it and have a good laugh for yourselves. I'm gonna use the lipstick She, and this is by House of Dolls. I love this color. It's such a, oh girl, get ready. Get ready. You're gonna look at my lips and be like, I don't know. Like there's just something about the nude that just looks weird. You can see this big bump right here. This still hasn't gone away. I'm gonna take a little bit of Marc Jacobs French Tickler, which is just like a really pretty kind of peachy, has a little bit of glitter in it, but not like chunky glitter, like a really pretty soft shimmer. Why am I trying to talk while doing this? So then just to complete this overall look in the summertime, especially if I'm wearing any sort of top that like shows my shoulders, my décolletage, anything like that, I always like to kind of touch base on those areas as well. So I'm gonna be going in with this Tom Ford Soleil Blanc Shimmering Body Oil. Everybody has been telling me how beautiful it is. People have been tweeting me about it. I've seen tons of people Instagram it and post it on Snapchat. My friends have told me how much they love it. So it smells incredible. It's like a perfume scent that has a shimmering body oil. It's very mature, kind of like a, I don't like to use the word musky because for some reason musky makes me think of mothballs. I don't know why, but it's like a musky, kind of mature, sexy date night scent. Yeah, it smells really good though. So you can use any body oil or bronzing oil for this, literally for 1/10 of the price. You do not need this, girl, but I'm gonna use it since I have it. So I'm gonna spray it like on, oh my God, it smells so good. I'm just gonna blend it in with a brush just because I don't wanna get my hands covered in glitter. That's the only reason why. But you can just use your hands. But I don't wanna have to go wash my hands off as I'm filming, so I'm just using this instead. It's just gonna give you like a really, really beautiful sun-kissed glow. And what I love about this is the way it looks when you are outside, because you look just so like hydrated and dewy. Like stop it right now. Do you not die for that look? I'm feeling a little extra. Just gonna go for it. Just gonna go for it. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna take a little bit more of Prosecco Pop, and on any brush, it doesn't matter. And I'm just gonna load that up, and I'm going to hit the high points. So I'm gonna put some, yes, 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 yes. Trying to make sure that my shoulder is in the viewfinder so that we can all catch this glow, yes. Oh Lord, thank you for Prosecco. I'm gonna awkwardly do this with the same, Hello, can I get some assistance highlighting my shoulder here? Can you imagine having like a shoulder highlighter on staff? Goals. Literally, you guys, I don't think you understand how dysfunctional I am with my left hand. Look at this. This is like pathetic. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna just take a little bit and put it right there on my collarbones. All right, you guys, so that completes this video. I really hope that you enjoy. As you saw, this look is so extremely easy. I cannot stress to you enough how easy it is. This has been my go-to for the past like 10 days or so, and it's gonna be my go-to for the entire summer. I just love it. It's literally like a 10 to 15 minute makeup look. And if you're applying lashes and you feel like you're not good at it yet, just keep in mind that practice makes perfect. I get it. Like, lashes are so hot right now, but don't feel like you need lashes in order to like be trendy, in order to get the look. You don't. You don't even need to put mascara on for this look if you don't want to. Just let it be about your skin and your glossy lips. If you want to just do mascara, just curl your lashes, that's fine too. Just embrace it. But if you want to do the extra step and apply lashes, don't get frustrated if you don't get it the first time. When I first started applying lashes, it was a mess. Oh God, it took me so long to finally get it down. And even once I got it down, I still felt like, oh, this one's poking me in the eye, and oh, this one's popping off, and it was like such a hot mess. But after years and years of practice, I finally got it down, and you will too. If you want to do it, if you want to get down the lash application, you can do it, I promise. So practice makes perfect. Keep that in mind. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this look. I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye. I can't even like do the kissy face properly with these damn lips. I'm like, and when I look at myself in the viewfinder, I'm like, ah, whose mouth is that? Like, it just looks so like, like, this no makeup look is gonna require 1,268 products. Oh, and 17 layers of concealer. Layers, and it's not gonna like chunk up or ball off or anything. Chunk up or ball off. Interesting choice of words, Jaclyn. Okay. Wait, where's my shit? God, it's like you can't escape the BO here.